The playoffs. Are you excited, Meg?
This is my first, playoffs probably of any sport that I've ever paid attention to.
Of any sport?
Yeah, of any sport. And I have to pay, ultimate attention for, the next however many hours, right? 2.5 hours, too.
You know, when I was working for the Reds, I only just barely got to enjoy a playoff trip with the team, and this is also, I guess, to some extent, my first playoff trip as well, in any competitive thing. Slightly different format. We will definitely see two people move on tonight, but that also, unfortunately, for the fans of two of the contestants tonight, that means two of them, their journey ends here. We said bye to 8 of them last week. You get to say bye to another 2 this week, but that does mean it's all on the line. 4 elite data scientist competitors tonight, and let's have them introduce themselves right now.
Landon Buechner, Texas A&M alumni and upcoming data scientist.
My name is Jordan Wilhelm, and I'm a data scientist.
I'm Michael Malarkey. I'm the Director of Data Science at the Lab for Scalable Mental Health.
David Robinson, Principal Data Scientist at Heath.
Clean slate for all of our contestants. The regular season standings no longer matter.
I did say I am excited about this data set. A data set about baseball, Major League Baseball, whether a batter's hit is resulting in a home run or not. And so they've got features kind of like the characteristics of the pitch itself, like its speed, where it ends up in the strike zone, I believe that is what it's called. We've got information about the pitcher, whether they're left or right-handed. We've got that same information about the batter, what team they're on, who they're playing. We've also done something similar this episode as we did last episode, and we've got supplementary auxiliary data set that they can work with that has information about the park that the game is taking place at. The size of the field, obviously, that is different for each park and obviously has an impact on whether they're going to have whether they will have a home run or not, depending on distance, whether it's covered, etc. Both of our golden features, now that we're in the playoffs, are worth 10 points. So our first golden feature is to plot pitch location with hue by home run, or whether it was a home run or not. And the second golden feature, again worth 10 points, is to aggregate home run rate by park.
Taking a look at Jordan Wilhelm's screen, he has loaded in the data. He was looking already at park information. For those who are unfamiliar with baseball, one of the interesting factors, not all baseball parks are built the same. So a home run, say in Yankees Stadium where the New York Yankees play, a home run to right field is actually a shorter distance than home run in Citi Field just across the way where the New York Mets play. You can have different home run distances, which makes predicting home runs actually a little difficult since you do have this effect of the park. We'll see how they sort of incorporate this data set that we've also given that gives park dimensions, as well as how they're going to fill in some of the missing data. Because not all the data is complete tonight. We have a good amount of missing data based off the physics data that they could use to train a really accurate home run model. But not all of it's there, so we'll see how they impute tonight as well. Some Dataviz coming on from D-Rob here. Looks like he's plotted percent of hits in the park that end up going for home runs, perhaps? Yes.
So that's our golden feature, right?
Okay, yeah, that is...
Wow, I think that's our earliest golden feature ever. And that's 10 points. And that's probably got to be pretty gratifying, or will be when he finds out, pretty gratifying for D-Rob, because I know he was just a tad bit salty about some of the golden features that were featured on, episodes where he was a contestant during the regular season.
We see Mike Malarkey. He is working on some group buying and D-player work here as well. We do see some data viz already from Jordan Wilhelm's screen. It looks like he is plotting home run versus not. Looks like he's binning launch speed. So depending on the launch speed, remember this problem. A lot of folks will probably have remembered this problem in other ways, like go back to Calculus 1 or Algebra 2 or whatever class where you had to calculate projectile motion. Maybe it's Physics 101, I don't know what you had to do. But projectile motion, a lot of different intro physics or math courses, they'll use baseball projectile motion as an example of how far something may have to go and how to calculate distance using speed and angles and whatnot. Meg, did you ever have to do like projectile motion problems in your math classes?
If I did, I've probably purged it from my memory.
We do see Landon starting now, by the way. It looks like he is reading through the Pi Baseball API, which is interesting. This is an interesting way to kind of collect some domain knowledge.
Are you familiar with
I am familiar.
Pi Baseball?
I am very familiar with this package. We've used it on iStream a lot. So the data itself, you can actually query the exact same data. Well, not the exact same data, but pretty close to the same data through this package. They wouldn't be able to reproduce the data set we have. They don't have access to that, but maybe he'll try to figure out some external data to help model with here. But so all the key features to predict home runs, they're in the data set already. And here we are with a Sankey.
Wow, just busting out a Sankey, NBD. Very cool.
From Michael Malarkey. He was working on this over the last handful of weeks. He was posting a few of his data visualizations on Twitter. Sankey plots were one of them. By the way,
I'll go for you.
What was our other golden feature, Meg?
Our other golden feature is just pitch location with hue by home run or not.
I believe D-Rob has yet again
Oh my god.
plotted.
D-Rob already has 20 points for finding both golden features. Well done. I mean, that looks like it could be published in his book about baseball statistics.
Yes, and he has percent, that is home run. We do see a ridge plot coming out of Michael Malarkey's screen. We did see a Sankey as a pitch type going into handedness. We're now seeing a ridge plot pitches miles per hour for a pitch over the course of innings. The interesting thing here is, even though you're splitting by innings, you may think that pitch velocity should sink as you get further into the game, but because one pitcher doesn't necessarily pitch at all times, you do have relief pitchers. The miles per hour actually does not necessarily fall off.
If you had to get a data visualization, Nick, that was not a Shat plot, as it like a tattoo, like what would that data vis be?
I'm just gonna go with like, it would be on my thigh. It would be the tufty March Napoleon.
Oh, the classic. Yeah. Super classic, yeah.
I would just get it right on the thigh. Oh, we see a radial plot now from Michael Malarkey. He is going for quantity and quality tonight in terms of data viz. I wonder how this is going to help him in terms of modeling.
And now, wise words with D-Rob.
He said, and I quote, "Beware that when competing with memers, you do not become a memer. For if you gaze into a meme, the meme gazes into you."
What?
So he's doing a little bit of riffing on this Nietzsche quote.
Wow. D-Rob, both a fierce competitor and also apparently a fierce philosophical thinker. Jordan is about to get himself 10 points here.
Ooh la la.
And
surely he won't leave it just like this. Yeah.
He needs one more thing here. And there it is. There you have it, Meg.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. What's a fork ball? That sounds like something from The Good Place. Let me try it.
Yes, yes, go for it.
A fork ball is a pitch type. The pitcher throws two balls, and they each curve different. And they curve away from each other. Apparently I was right. No one's correcting me. One in each hand.
D-Rob looking at feature importance, and feature importance in this case is exactly what you would imagine. The physics are helping determine whether or not a home run will make it out of the park. Where there isn't physics, where the physics may be missing, the launch angle or the launch velocity, you did see some of the more categorical features take over. So we are seeing sort of the projectile motion side of this coming to life through feature importance here.
Oh my god, this is amazing. He is live memeing.
Oh my god. He's studied Greg's live memeing abilities. Doesn't quit. his competitive fire. Jordan doing a little styling. So not just the white grid, he's plotted some gray in the background now. Michael Malarkey looks like he's fasted some info here. Looks like it's just a histogram looking kind of stuff. He's trying to see if a pitch type might be correlated. So he does drop some of the low end pitches, and he's seeing that there isn't a particular pitch type that's correlating with expected probability. Also, with some interesting plots here, looks like he's also doing launch speed and launch angle, looking for that barreled ball, but also including the direction, whether it's bearing left, right, or center. Oh, and this is really interesting, Meg. Now we're looking at home runs, depending on the area as to where they're hitting the home run, whether it's bearing left, center, or right. You may have different ways to generate certain home runs because of how parks might be shaped or how hitters particularly generate power. So maybe line drives to the left and to the right field are more advantageous, whereas fly balls to center field may be better in terms of hitting home runs out into the middle of the field. Landon looks like he's training through another model. Perhaps I saw him just before he started running that cell take a look at the leaderboard, so perhaps he's feeling a little heat now that D-Rob and Jordan perhaps are catching up to him. So he hasn't submitted another model since an hour ago, so under 10 minutes to go. Running to the finish line, sprinting to the finish line in terms of the modeling. Michael Malarkey here. It looks like Michael is done with the modeling. This might, his cell is running. This might be his last prediction of the night. Again, I think he spent a lot of time focused on Dataviz, and to be honest, a lot of time well spent. He created some incredible data visualization. 2 people move on tonight. D-Rob here plotting a plot of home run percentage by count, trying to squeeze out a little more. Less than a minute to go now. Jordan here, trying to train this model, and I don't know how long it's been going for. 5 minutes for this damn thing to finish training. He has no memes. Who knows if he's actually going to be doing anything for the chat vote? Who knows? It's pencils down.
I've let them know that they need to stop coding.
Chat, you're up to bat now. Get it?
You are up to bat. I love it. I love it. Yes, I'm about to pitch. Get it? You a poll. The top winner of chat will earn 10 points, and then the second place winner earns 5 points. You cannot predict how these shows are gonna go.
D-Rob does take it with 54% of the vote.
Yeah, so I think I was able to capture all of the golden features tonight. Jordan stands currently at 10 points. Landon at 10 points. Michael actually do not have any recorded golden features for. I'm getting a correction from Michael that he did plot pitch location by home run. Okay, so that would actually bring him up to a total of 15 points. David Robinson had a good night for golden features. He was able to redeem himself, plus 20 golden features, so he is currently standing at 30. We've got a lot more points to allocate with the data visualization judging.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Jordan Wilhelm. I gave him 5. Meg gave him 4. What is this? Yes, Queen. This is broad. What is
Yes, Queen. It is.
Why 4, Meg?
I was really impressed with Jordan's data visualization this time around. Like, he did, spend a little bit of effort on some customization.
I really liked a lot of the plots that he was showing, not just, related to the modeling side, but I think he did try to get the data to speak a little. 3, 2, 1, Landon Buchner. Both of us give him a 2. Why 2, Meg?
We saw an outstanding performance in terms of data visualization from Jordan, from Michael, from D-Rob. Landon, I think, set himself apart in a little bit of a different way, in that he did not spend, as much time on data visualization.
3, 2, 1, Michael Malarkey. We both gave him a 6. Why 6, Meg?
Michael had beautiful data visualizations. I mean, they were just outstanding, really cool displays of the data.
3, 2, 1, D-Rob. I gave him a 7, you gave him an 8. Why 8, Meg?
They were literally like textbook baseball statistics plots that D-Rob was creating. You know, this was very familiar territory for David. It is what it is, and it played out to his success, I think, in terms of data visualization.
Because D-Rob currently has 45 points going into the modeling round, he actually already is securing his place into the semifinals. Who will be joining D-Rob in the semifinals? Jordan Wilhelm, remember, this is log loss, so the lowest score wins. Jordan has a log loss score of 0.08384. Landon Buechner has a score of 0.0822. Michael Malarkey has a score of 0.0877. D-Rob's score is 0.0825.
Oh my god.
0.0825. So Landon actually wins tonight.
Wow.
The modeling. D-Rob second, Jordan third.
I mean, I know that D-Rob was already in for the finals with his score between chat, Golden Features, Dataviz. But oh my god, still seeing Landon and David so close. Incredible on modeling.
So the scores as it
Beautiful.
shakes out, 55 points tonight goes to D-Rob. He places first. Landon second with 44 points. They both move on to the semifinals in 2 weeks. Good job, good work, congratulations. Thank you to Jordan Wilhelm and Michael Malarkey. D-Rob and Landon moving on. They will face each other again in 2 weeks. Joining them will be decided next week. We'll see you on Sliced next Tuesday. Thank you, everyone, for our first night of playoffs. Have a good night, chat.